It's a bit disconcerting being treated like Madonna. I suddenly think the job of acting is a difficult one. It's not as flip, irrelevant, and shallow a calling as I thought it was in the 80s. I'm more critical of the films I make than anyone else. I'm not a collector. I don't like the toy cupboard syndrome that causes so many good cars to evaporate. Of course, some would say if you have a performing inclination, then you should become a lawyer. That's a platform we use, or a priest. You know, anywhere you lecture and pontificate to people. Your services might be as useful as a barbershop on the steps of a guillotine. The path of my life is strewn with cow pats from the devil's own satanic herd. Nope, I don't enjoy work generally. Not because I'm lazy, it's just also stressful and worrying. I like to juggle with one ball at a time. Then I put the ball down and do nothing for extended periods of time. Funny things tend not to happen to me. I am not a natural comic. I need to think about things a lot before I can be even remotely amusing. Art is something that nobody laughs at and nobody makes any money out of is the attitude, which I would dispute. I'm as poor as a church mouse that's just had an enormous tax bill on the very day his wife ran off with another mouse, taking all the cheese. I can be reasonably funny and lighthearted when I'm in the company of good friends, but I'm not a jokesmith. I tend to be quite serious. Mr. Bean is at his best when he is not using words, but I am equally at home in both verbal and nonverbal expression. And we put a lot more value, or at least I personally put a lot more value, on the creative values and creative challenges of something than the commercial necessities. I mean, I can do it when I'm very relaxed and with good friends, then I think I can be amusing. I'm not a naturally funny man. I find that I can only be funny if I become someone else. I don't think you should be too absolutist about what you play and what you don't play. I love walking in the rain because no one can see me crying. I don't really have plans like that, move towards more dramatic acting. I have always regarded Mr. Bean as a timeless, ageless character, and I would rather he be remembered as a character mostly in his 30s and 40s. I find his films about as funny as getting an arrow through the neck and discovering there's a gas bill tied to it. At the moment, I'm certainly not thinking never again, but neither am I thinking I can't wait to play that part again. I'm somewhere in between. But generally speaking, I tend to be quiet and introspective. But I always feel that whatever I do, I could do better. I suppose it is perfectionism.